Hi guys, it's Ashley from Geordie Planner Girl. I just wanted to do an update on what planner I'll be using for 2021. Sorry I haven't uploaded a video for a while, there's been quite a lot going on personal, so yeah, and I do apologise also for the light because it's really dark here and I don't have any sort of professional equipment or anything, so apologies if that gets on your nerves. Okay, so next year I plan on using the Hobonichi Cousin. This is the first time I'll have used Hobonichi, so I'm quite excited. And I am housing it in my hand-stitched leather tee cover, which is just like my favourite cover in the A5. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so in the front I just have some post-it notes and then some gratitude prompts which I just laminated and I just keep in here. And then I just stuck some magazine cuttings and quotes. I have some tabs and washi cards in here, die cuts, loyalty cards. And then this is an A5 tab divider. I actually used it in my A5 Filofax, and then I wanted to keep it because I just love the pattern and the colours. So all I did was I just trimmed off the tab and then stuck it in, but it's kind of like a, I don't know, like a hard plastic type, and then I just put some washi in to tip it in and cover the holes rather than cut it down, so that fits in quite nice. And then it acts like as a bit of a page protector because I wanted the book to be in with both covers, as you can see. And just because this cover is a really soft leather, I did try it without like putting that page in, and I just felt like when I was opening it, it was really floppy and I wanted to have some structure, so when I was writing I could just, you know, open it up straight away and write what I needed to do. Okay, so I have added some tabs here, I'm not sure if you can see there. So these are the Avery tabs which I got from Amazon, and I'm not sure if you can see the writing, but this one says tracker, this one says monthly, this one says this week, and this one says today. So I'll go through the different sections, but yeah, and I just used a combination of the Happy Scrappy labels and my Dymo label printer to add some labels on. And then in the back I just have more tabs for shopping, expenses, wish list, study and today. Okay, so I'll just go through each section on how I plan on using it. Post-it notes and some tabs here. This is my word of the year, which is progress. This is the yearly overview, which I know some people don't use, but I actually do use them, and all I've done is I've just keyed the different events that I do. So I'll be tracking my travel, when I have to work weekends, my family days out and assignment due dates, as well as university related stuff. I do work full time, so it's important for me that I have to be organised in order for us to study my degree, and having a planner that with this sort of setup I think is gonna be a huge aid for me. I'm really looking forward to just getting into it. And then this I just covered up. It was the 2020 calendar, and we just don't need any reminder of how bad 2020's been. But what I did do was just do a summary of the things that have happened throughout the year, so that I can look back on in a few years' time when it's less painful, and just remember that it wasn't just the year of the pandemic. You know, there was actually things that happened, although not as much, granted. But yeah, just. And I think I'll do that every year. I'm just going to start keeping a reflection on like the key points, the milestones, the achievements of the year, so that I can kind of formulate my own 5 to 10 year diary, if you like. Okay, so the next page is the index / weeks, days, I don't know what this page is called, but some people use it to like index their pages, like the bullet journal type. What I've done is I've set it up as a habit tracker. So I've got my 10 habits here that I want to do, and then I'll just mark them off for each day I do them. This doesn't actually start till January though, so I'm not in there at the moment. Then it goes on to the monthly overview, which, as you can see, it starts in December, which is great because I'm actually using it now. And all I've done down the side here is I have put some decorative stickers on and stuff, and I had told myself when I got this planner that it was just going to be a functional planner, but then I just got carried away, as we do. So I just have my intentions down here, which are things I want to achieve throughout the month. Then I have this sticker which has got my meal plan and my step count for the week, and then just the events and stuff that I need to remember going on throughout the month. And that happens, you know, all the way through till, I don't know. Okay, so that's March 2022 you get in the monthly. And then the next tab is the weekly overview. Now I tend to I didn't want to get, I know some people who have Hobonichis, like their cousin especially, they often duplicate their pages. Now I had to sit and plan out how I would actually use this to make sure I didn't end up doing that. So I wanted each section to have a specific purpose. So with the weekly, what I've decided to do is use the Eisenhower, I think, method. And that's basically the 4-grid box where you decide on what tasks are important, what tasks are urgent, not important, not urgent, and then use that to sort of formulate the priorities, the secondaries, chores / admin, and then bits for fun. Notice how that's the smallest part, right? And then a schedule is just literally going to be a brief, real key things that I have to remember, because I do have my daily pages for that. But the task list is things that I want to get done that day. And that'll always start from, like, if I haven't got much on, I'll move things from my priorities list. And then if I get more time, I'll then move my secondaries and so on. And then the waiting on and keep in view. This is just things like if you're waiting for someone to get back to you, or things you need to remember but you don't need to do anything about them, you just need to keep them in the back of your mind. This is just a way of like offloading that and getting your brain clear, I guess. And again, this one doesn't start until, well, it starts the 28th of December, so I'm excited to just get in this planner full time. And then it goes on to the daily pages. So at the beginning of each month, well, at the beginning of each year, you have the turning the page into a new year, which is just 2 blank pages there, the graphs. And then at the beginning of each month, you have a blank page with the January and whatever. So my intention for these is I'm actually going to use the blank pages as a backlog. So kind of like what I was saying before, where I want to highlight the keystones, the milestones rather. I just want to go through the month, and then when I get to February, so it comes to, I can find it, the blank page on February here, that'll remind us to go back and just fill in January's with a summary of what's happened that month, some memories, that kind of thing, photographs, whatever. And then each page, so I'll find a blank one, is set up with 5 boxes at the top, and then it's got a time schedule from 3 AM till 3 PM. And then there is some Japanese writing at the bottom. I know that does annoy some people, but for me it's not actually a problem. I don't mind it. So the intention for this, and I've just stuck some post-it notes on here because it doesn't start till the 1st of January. I want to do my 5 gratitudes at the top here, because all my priorities and main things for the day are I've already covered them, so that would just be duplicating things, which I don't want to do. Then I'm going to just use the schedule as it's meant to be used, a breakdown of the day. Then just keep this section possibly with daily to-dos, a task list, bullet journal type, and then maybe some journaling, work notes, minutes, meetings, things like that down the bottom here. And then that goes on like that all the way through until the last pages, where I have tabbed off separately. And what I've done for this one is I've just done a master list of my favourite meal ideas. So when I'm doing my shopping and my meal planning, I can just look at this and think, okay, so this is what I like to have for breakfast. Here's some lunch ideas. And then I have dinner ideas on this side. So it's easy just to cross-reference across to my shopping list and meal plan. It's so much quicker. This one is just my expenses, which I have some stuff which I've had to cover up on here. And then this one is the back for more expenses, and this is a wish list, which I haven't put anything on yet because I'm trying to be really good and not buy stuff. But if I do want something, I'm going to make sure I write it down and then not look at it for a week and then decide after a week if I still want it, then it's okay. And then this one is the timetable, which I actually use because, like I said before, I do study at the Open University as well as work full time. So I need to commit at least 18 hours a week to be able to meet the requirements for a degree study. So all I've done is I've just sort of like chunked the time of when I'm at work, when I'm studying, and then sort of leisure time. And then this one is just a weight tracker week by week. And then there's the favourites page, which is included with the Hobonichi. So it's things like your favourite film, favourite book, favourite song, food, shopping, that kind of thing. And then on the next page I have my 100, which a lot of people do like a bucket list or 100 books or 100 things that, I don't know, whatever you want, you can use that page for. But what I used it for was 100 things that make us happy. And this is just in case I'm having just one of those days and I just want to come back and look at all the things that cheers us up. So things like new stationery, the smell of candles, lazy Sundays, fluffy socks, the smell of clean bedding, journaling, podcasts, just things like that. Real easy, like cost-effective things that I could, you know, if I was having a bad day, just come here, pick a few things and put myself hopefully in a better mood. And then to sort of correspond with that, I've got the mood tracker, which I've just done a key of different emotions here. And then it's just kind of like your colour code depending on your mood for the day. So I'm just going to keep track of that throughout next year. And then in the back here, I have just added, like, these are usually pages just full of Japanese, and all I've done is just stuck some lined paper over, so I've got some extra note pages. And then I also have this, I don't know how to say it, lecture notebook. I really like the paper on here. Which is just sort of, I've just tucked the back cover in and then it sort of sits inside the book, and that's fine. And then I've got my planner routine, and this will just be like the reference book, you know, like things like my passwords, and it's good because it's already got the contents page laid out for you, and then each page is numbered. So if I'm taking meeting notes or lecture notes or something, I can quickly reference it real easy just in here, and then just keep that with us for future planners, or copy it over in a new notebook with the things I actually need. You know, you get the idea. So yeah, that is my planner for next year's setup. I hope that's given you some inspiration or some ideas on how you could set yours up. Today tabs come off, oh well. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. If you like the video, then please feel free to hit the subscribe and like button, and I hope everyone stays well and happy holidays. Thanks, bye.